Welcome. Today we continue our series on 3 of our local owl species. In our previous video, we discussed the breeding seasons of the eastern screech, barred, and great horned owls. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the adaptations that allow owls to be such good hunters. First, what's an adaptation? An adaptation is a trait or characteristic that helps an animal to survive. As birds of prey, also known as raptors, owls use most of their adaptations to help them hunt for food. Most owls are nocturnal predators, hunting almost exclusively at night and relying on their keen senses to help them find and catch their prey. Owls have large eyes that help them see in the dark. Their eyes are actually so large that they're immobilized in their eye sockets. So, in order to look around, an owl has to move its head. And to help with that, owls have extra vertebrae in their necks that allow them to turn their heads almost all the way around to look behind them. Owls also have excellent hearing. So on this owl here, you can see a ring of feathers around its face called the facial disc. These feathers help to funnel sound back to the owl's ears, which are underneath all of its feathers. Owls also have ears that are different from ours in that they're a little bit offset on their head. One ear is a little bit higher than the other one and a little bit farther forward. This helps owls to create a 3D picture of their surroundings using only sound. Whereas we might hear a sound and think it's to the right or left of us, owls can understand if the sound is above or below them if they're perched in a tree. One final adaptation owls possess are the feathers along the leading edge of their wings. These feathers have a special structure on them that breaks up the wind or turbulence that is generated as the owl flies and reduces the sound that the owl makes. As ambush hunters, owls don't fly very fast, so they rely on sneaking up on their prey in the dark and flying in quietly to successfully catch their prey. Once an owl has caught its meal, it'll either tear it into pieces to eat or swallow it whole. But what does it do with the bones or feathers that are left over? Coughs them up as an owl pellet. You can dissect owl pellets as an experiment at home. Pre-sterilized owl pellets can be ordered online, but if you find one outside, you can wrap it in tin foil and place it in the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. The heat will kill any bacteria on the pellet, but remember to let them cool down before you handle them. You can dissect them using toothpicks. Examine the exterior of the pellet and see if there's anything there that you recognize. Does it look like fur or feathers? Can you see any bones? Carefully use the toothpicks to pull the pellet apart, and be careful not to damage any of the small bones as you go. See if you can tell how many animals are part of the pellet and what kind of animals they might be. You can see from this one that we have 2 mouse skulls. Thanks for learning with us. We hope we've taught you something new about these incredible birds and that you're inspired to go out and see them for yourselves. Make sure to check in with us from time to time as we have many more videos to come. Take care and we'll see you then.